Welcome back to Girls Talk Ball Pod. Oh,
It just started.
welcome back to Girls Talk Ball Podcast, Season 2, Episode 1. I'm Garrett.
I'm Kelsey.
And we are so excited to have y'all in for another season. Kelsey, what are your thoughts?
Thanks to our 4 listeners for sticking around with us to Season 2. We really appreciate your loyalty. We couldn't do it without you. 2 of those 4 listeners are related to Garrett, so I really appreciate it. But seriously, last year was such a rough draft. We really didn't know what we were doing at all. It was such a learning curve. And I think we had so much fun learning it together.
And I'll be completely honest with y'all, I still don't know what I'm doing.
Yeah, we actually still don't really know much about this at all, but we're gonna fake it a little better this year. And we'll have more than 3 episodes. So happy week 1 to all who celebrate.
Amen.
I'm drinking water. Garrett, what are you drinking?
I have an Angry Orchard with a shot of Fireball in it. Because I'm a psychopath. For everybody who's tuning in on a video, you may be able to tell that I am not in my usual recording location. That is because I am in Las Vegas right now on a bachelorette trip. And we have already been hitting the bottle and doing all the fun things. So Garrett's having a lot of fun right now.
Garrett is hammered in Vegas. I am pregnant at home working. It's a tale of 2 cities. I'm not having a good time.
Hey, but you know what? We're here. We're recording week 1. We're having a blast.
Oh, if you say so.
One of us is going to be able to be at home on the couch with the blanket on the opening day, and the other one of us is going to be at a pool club when they don't even like clubs in the first place.
Do they have TVs for you to watch?
No.
Surely in Vegas you can find like a sport.
No, I believe me when I say I'm going to be going to DraftKings.
The way that the men just start talking ball. Just do your thing.
I love my cousins so much. I'm so happy that I'm here. But the fact that this is the weekend of all of the weekends that we could have gone, and I am not able to go and sit at DraftKings in Las Vegas and watch all of these games on the big screen. We're going to Marshmallow at Omni Beach Club on Saturday.
Okay, so we'll have to get the games on Garrett's phone.
Oh, Garrett's already bought the extra data plan. Garrett's done all of the things that she can do to make sure that she is watching the games on Saturday. Because I'm not. Texas Ohio State kicks off at 9 a.m. my time.
Good morning. Good morning.
My roommates are going to hate me.
Which means that game day will start at 6 a.m. your time?
5. I am so thrilled to be here. This is state 20 out of 50 that I'm able to check off of my list. Excellent. It is a lot.
Vegas is a lot. Apart. I've actually never been. It is on my list to go. We were going to go this year, and then I'm on the physically unable to perform list, so I cannot go this year. But
Kelsey's on IR. It's okay.
Yeah, don't worry. I'm making a comeback.
It has been fantastic, but I can already tell you right now, this is a place where I'm going to go once. I'm never going to want to come back.
Really? One and done for you?
Yep.
Why?
But like that also, that's just who I am as a person. I'm not a club girl. I don't really like to go out. I am like I want to go to a dive bar at 9 p.m., be done by 11, and go home and go to bed. I like to be in my bed. I like to be in my home. I like to be asleep.
Same. I'm a day drinker or a happy hour girl. And I don't mind a good club, but it has to be like the right time with the right people. And I can no longer stay out until 3 a.m.
I think it's either Friday. No, it's Saturday night. We're going to Magic Mike, and then we're starting to go out to the nightclubs at midnight. I don't know who the hell you think I am. I'm coming my ass back to this hotel. I am going to bed.
There's a 0% chance that at 33 years old I could go out at midnight. But I love that for
33,
people
25. Like, no, I love y'all. I love this group so much. We are having so much fun. I am not starting my night at midnight. No, thank you. I will eat my nice little penis hard candies and I will go to bed.
I can't do it. Okay, I did look it up because I thought game day started at 9 a.m. and it is 9 a.m., not 8. But, so that gives you an extra hour of sleep over
6
there.
a.m.
Yeah, so you got 6 a.m. So your roommates won't hate you as much.
Yeah, but I mean, I'm still going to be tuning in to see Lee Corso.
Did you watch the video, the tribute video?
Eyes out to that tribute. I think that Kirk doing it is so special. I will say though, I have been a Kirk Herbstreit hater for a very long time. It was within the last 2 years that I've started to love him.
Why were you a hater?
I felt like pardon my French, I felt like he dick rode Ohio State for a really, really long time. And I do not like analysts that ride for a certain team. Even if that's Georgia, I don't like analysts that ride for a specific team. It gives me just kind of like the ickies. I don't enjoy it. And I felt like Kirk was an Ohio State rider, and I didn't enjoy it.
I respect that because I don't like a lot of content creators that are too homery. Like, I know that you love your team, but you can't win it all every year. Let's be a little bit realistic.
Well, I mean, like, I look at you and I just last season, both of us anticipated Georgia to lose to Texas. Like, we might be diehard dogs, but we're still realistic in our predictions. And I feel like not only Kirk Herbstreit, Heather Dinich is on my top 3 women I hate list. Just like Kirk Herbstreit, she dick rides Ohio State, and I can't handle it. I'm tired of it. And just like USC, what has Lincoln Riley done in Southern California over the last, how long has he been head coach? How long have we been hearing about this? Every single year they're in the preseason top 25, and what do they ever do? Nothing.
No, he's on the hot seat this year. He's got to do something. He's just not.
He's got to be in the hot seat. I am sick and tired of hearing this man's name and watching nothing come out of Southern California. I'm tired of it.
Well, I love Kirk Herbstreit, and I bought his book. So it is sitting on my bookshelf in my living room.
No, and I love him now, but like 5 years ago, not my cup of tea.
It's growth. You can always change your mind.
You can, and maybe a certain fluffy golden retriever had a certain part to play in that.
Ben and Peter. There's a brand.
Ben humanized him for me, and I was like, oh.
Well, first of all, golden retrievers are the best dogs, period. Kirk has, I think, 4 of them right now. Mm-hmm. I'm obsessed. I've literally messaged him on Twitter and been like, who's your breeder? Because your dogs are perfect. I love golden retrievers.
I will drive my ass up to wherever the hell he's getting these dogs from, and I'll get one.
There is a golden retriever breeder business, whatever, in Brazil, and I really want a Brazilian golden. And my poor husband is like, can't we just go somewhere in Georgia?
Yeah.
So fluffy.
Go find a little BYB in Thomasville and go get your golden retriever from there.
I want a Portuguese speaking golden.
Oh, those are good dogs.
They've got to be. Okay, I'm really excited about game day. I am going to sob. There's just no way around it. It's going to be so emotional. I'm also going to be like home alone. I'm not going to get to tailgate this weekend, so I'm just going to be on my couch crying. But that's
You're not tailgating?
No, I can't. I have to work.
Ah,
I know. I'm not going to be able to make an appearance until Bama.
Oh,
I know.
Kelsey.
I know. So it's okay.
It's okay though, because you and I will get dinner next Friday.
Yeah, I'm definitely available on Fridays, but Saturdays and Sundays I will be out of touch.
That makes me sad.
I know, but I'm going to get off early on the 27th and make it for the game because we have tickets, so we're definitely going to Bama.
Gorge.
Okay, so number 1 Texas preseason is headed to Columbus to face the reigning national champs. How do you feel about this game?
I can't get too much into it without getting on the Georgia bandwagon because I am, and you know what though? This is our podcast. I can say whatever the hell I want to say.
You can make the
I am
rules.
so sick and tired of all of these analysts counting Georgia out, being like, oh, well, they don't have a proven quarterback. Arch Manning started what, 2 games for Texas last season while Ewers was out? Ohio State has no proven quarterback, and here they are at number 1 and number 3. I take Ohio State in this game. It's hard for you to go into the horseshoe with a brand new quarterback, and sure, your receiving core is fine, your O-line is fine, your D-line is fine. And God strike me down if I'm wrong for this, Arch Manning is overhyped. He's overhyped. I really do not think he is all that in a bag of chips that everybody is making him out to be. I take Ohio State by 4.5.
I think that it's fair to say that he's overhyped. I think that if he's not the first new starting quarterback to have played pretty, he completed what, he was 67% last year.
I think so, around that number. But he started when Ewers was out and injured, and Ewers wasn't all that good.
But this is his first road start, and I think that if there were any other name on the back of his jersey besides Manning, that we wouldn't be hearing all of this way too early Heisman talk, that he's just the next coming, all of these things. I do think that he's going to be good. I think that he's a talented kid. He's got it.
His high school stats don't lie. I totally agree that he's going to be talented. I just think that because of his last name, these analysts are making him out to be the next big thing. And like you look at Eli Manning, who went to Ole Miss. Ole Miss hasn't won a national championship since 1963.
I will say Arch is handling the media very well. He's saying all the right things. He's not giving into all the hype. He's just focusing on ball and what he needs to do and doing his job. So good for him, and I do wish him well. I think it's going to be hard for Texas to go in to the shoe like you were saying. I think that's going to be a really difficult game.
Well, and I think that it's always something that analysts overlook is how difficult certain home environments are to play in, regardless of who you are, regardless of the people around you. Ohio State, Georgia, Bama, Tennessee, I hate the fact that I'm saying this out loud right now, Florida. You look at these schools that have these big home environments, regardless of how good. Georgia going into Auburn this year for a night game. That's going to be a difficult game no matter how good we are or how bad they are. They're in certain environments in the college football world that are difficult to play in no matter what, and I think that the shoe is number 1.
I think that's true. Couldn't agree more with that, especially when you said Georgia playing Auburn. Jordan Hare is always a difficult place to play. Tennessee, you always come back with injuries and ruptured ACLs or torn ACLs.
Poor Nick Chubb.
Julian Sain's first start, I'm really interested to see how he does. I don't know. You're taking Ohio State to win?
4.5.
I am also taking Ohio State to win, but I think this is going to be a hard ball game for both of them. If you'll remember, in the Cotton Bowl, Texas held Jeremiah Smith to only 3 receiving yards, which is insane because Jeremiah Smith is one of my top contenders for the Heisman, for the way too early to talk about Heisman.
No, Texas's pass coverage has always been phenomenal. I just do not think that their offense is strong enough to cover.
I can see that. We'll see how they do. It'll be an interesting game. All eyes will be on Arch Manning at noon.
Big noon kickoff.
Big noon. All right, let's move on to LSU Clemson.
I take Clemson by a mile.
It's the Battle of the Tigers.
I love Garrett Nussmeier, and that's not just because we share a name. I think that he's a very good person. I think that he's a great guy. Brian Kelly is not the coach to come in and have a big upset win like this. I think that Clemson's going to take it. Clemson is actually, and we'll get to this later, but at Rodeo Dog on Twitter asked us for CFP dark horses. I think that Clemson has a very solid chance to make it very far in this year. Klubnik's fantastic.
Don't sleep on Clemson. Dabo was getting a lot of hate last year for not utilizing the transfer portal and just doing his own thing. And now everyone is just raving about Dabo. He is still not going out and getting all these guys from the transfer portal, but he's just kind of growing them from within, which is the opposite of LSU. They've got an all-new offensive line this year.
Dabo has a method, and his method works whether you want to believe it or not.
He's also got a new defensive coordinator in Tom Allen from Penn State, so we'll see how they look on defense. But Cade Klubnik is like number one talking the Heisman. I mean, he's like 1 and 2. Him and Garrett Nussmeier are right there.
And no, I mean, this really is going to be the showdown of Heisman finalist quarterbacks. I just, like I said, I think that Nussmeier is great. I think he's going to have a phenomenal season, and he's a really, really great player. My problem with LSU is not with their actual team, it's with their coaching staff. Brian Kelly, what has Brian Kelly done? Like, let's be completely realistic here. What has he done?
Brian Kelly is not extremely likable to most fans, I think.
Yeah.
He hasn't won an opening game in like 5 years. So that's not good. And I don't think he's going to win this opening game. I think that Dabo and the Clemson Tigers are going to
they're going to run the hell through that poor LSU defense, and I'm not going to feel bad about it.
I like LSU, and I like our girl Joy is a LSU alumni fan. I'm not actually sure if she went to LSU, but anyway, shout out Joy. And I'm honestly not trying to mess with the Cajuns because they're a little bit scary.
They are a little bit scary, but in a good way.
Yeah, like I want to hang out.
Like they'll probably give me a black eye, but at least they'll invite me to the seafood bowl later that night.
I think you go eat with them before the black eyes happen, and then you got to get out of town. But yeah, I definitely want to come eat like some crawfish at your granny's house. Like, please invite me.
1000%, yeah.
I'm available. Yeah, I agree. I think Clemson's going to take this one, but again, that's going to be a really good game to watch. And I agree with you about Clemson being in the playoffs. I think we'll see them there. I don't know. I
see them making it to the semis.
Okay. Anything else you want to add about that before we move on?
Mm-mm.
Okay.
I think that Sarkisian's a great coach. He's got a great class coming in. It's very similar to James Franklin at Penn State. You've got all these really great guys. You know that they can play super well, but you do not have a very strong track record of them performing at that high level point. And until you have that track record, I can't really put my money on you.
I think that's fair. They only have
and I'm not just saying that because I'm in Vegas.
She's a gambler. She can't place any bets on Brian Kelly.
My brother may or may not have told me that I'm not allowed to go into a casino without calling him. So.
All right. Well, Hampton better make you some money then.
Yeah, Hampton, you gave me a DraftKings bonus. If I don't win anything on that, you're toast.
Oh, we'll see. All right. Bama heads to Tallahassee. This is a huge game for Mike Norvell.
If Mike Norvell does not win this game, he's fired. I don't care what the rest of the season looks like. If he does not win this game, he's gone.
I think that it is unrealistic that they're going to win this game.
Oh, well, yeah, I think we all know that. I think that Florida State is looking for an excuse to get rid of him, and that's where this game comes into play.
We'll talk about, you go undefeated one season, and then the next season you go 10.
What, they had 2 wins last season?
They had 2 wins last season, yeah.
Yeah.
So, a really hard year for Florida State. But they've got,
honestly, I kind of feel bad for them.
I like Florida State because I like the chop. So
Oh,
like,
well, I mean, we're Braves fans. We gotta like to chop a little bit.
yeah.
I think that Norvell had a very, very talented team come in 2 years ago, but he doesn't recruit to that level. He never has, and he never will.
Well, we've got a new cast of characters this year. We've got a new OC, Gus Malzahn, who has experience playing Bama. That's Saban's Bama. But
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I love that we are putting Gus Malzahn as a factor in college football games.
he's part of the crew. They've got a
I'm
new
gonna
DC.
shut my mouth. I'm gonna shut my mouth and let you keep talking.
Tony White's the new defensive coordinator. He came from Nebraska. And then we've got the Boston College transfer quarterback and Tommy Castellanos. So I hope that they do not, I hope it's not a blowout, because I do think that Kalen DeBoer's got a lot to prove this year too. Like,
He does. No, I agree that DeBoer's on the hot seat, but in my mind, there is not a world where Alabama does not walk out of this game with Florida State having 14 points or less.
I'll agree with that. And I don't think that DeBoer's on the hot seat, but I do think that going 9-4 last year, even though it was his first year, Alabama fans are not happy because they're used to being at the top all the time, and they have very high expectations in Tuscaloosa.
Maybe the hot seat is not necessarily the right word. I know that the fans are going to be calling for that man's firing if they're not up in the ranks this season. I think that DeBoer's got another like season or two to prove himself, but I think I do think that he's got some stuff to prove.
Well, I'm excited to see how Ty Simpson, their new quarterback, is going to do. He completed 14 of 25 passes last year, so we didn't get to see him very much. So I'm hoping to see, or we will see much more out of him this year. Jam Miller's out with their running back with a broken collarbone and will be out until Georgia. They're saying he'll be back for Georgia.
I'll believe it when I see it.
Well, you're going to be seeing him in Athens.
Oh, and Hinge QB1 is back.
We'll discuss this after the pod. I have questions and concerns.
He's a Tennessee fan.
Red flag number 1. You can't bring a
That is his one
parents.
singular drawback. He's a Tennessee fan.
That's a lot. Does he wear the checkers?
No. Thank God. Believe me when I say that was the first question I asked, and the second thing I said was, and just so you know, I am never wearing Tennessee orange for anybody.
We are not Meg Maroney. We will not wear Tennessee orange.
All of the girls at the party, they were like, "Oh my, Megan Maroney, Tennessee orange," and I was like, "Who the hell do y'all think I am? I know y'all just met me today, but no,
fat chance.
No.
It's not in my what is that color analysis that they're doing where it's like you're spring or summer?
I will not wear that gaudy orange. It is not in my color wheel, and I'm not gonna wear it.
Thank you, Sandra.
Amen.
How do you think our boy Carson Beck is gonna do against Notre Dame?
There is no doubt in my mind that Carson Beck is a talented human being. I have said it since last season, and I'll say it all season this year. It is not a talent issue. It is not a talent issue with him. It is an ego issue with him.
I'm wondering if he will have better team locker room chemistry with this Miami Hurricanes team than he did with the Georgia Bulldogs. That
is what kind of makes me hesitate to say anything about Miami, because with Carson, with the quarterback, it all depends on how you mesh with your team. Yeah, your talent is good. Your talent is great. You need your talent to be able to play well. But if you don't have that locker room chemistry component, what are you going to do?
His His numbers went down last year. He was like a 72 or 73% passer, and last year I think he was 64.
Yeah.
But our receivers, Georgia's receivers, did not perform well last year. So when you're hitting the guys in the number and they're not holding on to the ball, you can't really help that. But yes, we've definitely heard all the locker room issues or rumors. Did he get back together with the twin? No, they're broken up. Okay. I heard.
My friends have been sending me. My friends have been sending me Timmy from South Park memes since 2 years ago when Beck became our starter after Stetson. And I hate to say this, but I fully agree with them. He's ugly. He's not cute. Hannah Cavender, I can't remember which Cavender twin
I'm
he
not
was
sure
dating.
either. I don't know.
Whoever the heck it was, she was way too pretty for him by like a mile.
Well, the twins are gorgeous for sure. He has some big shoes to fill, though, because he's coming in after Cam Ward, who was the number 1 pick in the NFL draft. So it's just kind of a tough spot to be in. But we hope that he does well. And Notre Dame's got a new quarterback, redshirt freshman, TJ Carr.
Marcus Freeman is Marcus Freeman is such a phenomenal coach to the point where I'm kind of like, who cares if it's a redshirt freshman quarterback? Like,
he played in one game last year, but he didn't throw the ball, so we don't know what to expect or what he looks like. But I agree. I think that Marcus Freeman's a great coach. I don't think he's going to throw anyone in there that can't handle it. So I don't know. This one's a hard pick for me. Notre Dame still has Jeremiah Love. They still have Jadarian Price. I go back and forth with this one.
I'll be one of the first to say that I underestimated the absolute hell out of Notre Dame last year. Like, I fully underestimated them by 1.5 miles. They are a phenomenal football team, and they're still pretty young. I would take Notre Dame.
I think most Georgia fans underestimated them last year, and look where that got us.
I mean, look, the one game that I think any Georgia fan really paid attention to was Notre Dame, Indiana, and we all knew that Indiana wasn't going to win that. I'm sorry, Kirk Signetti, kiss my ass. You have no room to stand on about anything when the hardest game on your schedule in the regular season is Notre freaking Dame. Kiss it. You can kiss it. Take it to the bank. I don't care. I underestimated the absolute daylights out of them. I have a lot more respect for them as a team now. I'm going to take Notre Dame in any game they play this season.
They are certainly a serious team. I mean, they made it to the playoffs. Like, they are serious. I do like Marcus Freeman as a coach a lot. I just still kind of think that their non-conference thing is weird, but if it's working for you and you're getting away with it, then go ahead, do your thing, I guess.
If they're making money, then go ahead and make your money. I bought a Powerball ticket today in the airport, so what can I say?
It's up to like almost $900 million.
Oh, no, it's 915, babes.
Oh, well then I missed the last drawing. Let me go buy another one. There's this beautiful house on Millage Avenue that just came up for sale for $5.9 million. And I was like, if I just win the lottery like today, I can buy it really quickly. But it's already under contract. So
yeah, 5.9?
It's gorgeous. It's like 2 houses in one. I'll send you the link. It is beautiful. Please do. You'll be obsessed. But it's like
5.9 going under contract within 24 hours. It was
probably
insane to
within
me.
Like 3 days, but it's right across from like 5 and 10, if you remember where that is.
Oh, I know exactly what house you're talking about.
Beautiful brick house. Yeah, gorgeous.
They listed that at 1.5 last year.
Mm-hmm.
Is it okay? Is it the brick house right by Chi-Fi?
I'm going to send you the link. I don't think it's next to I don't know, but it's a beautiful brick house, and it's got like it's kind of hard to see from the road because they have good like privacy stuff up, like trees and gates and stuff like that.
It's not the house that I'm thinking of then.
I don't think it was for sale last year. If it was,
there's one house right by 5 and 10 and Marker 7 that's right by the Chi-Fi house.
Oh,
and it's got that brick like
You're talking
thing.
about the one that they made into the Airbnb, I think, right?
Yes.
Airbnb. Yeah, no, that's a different
Oh,
one.
they took it off and listed it? Or is it still on the market?
No, that one is still that one sold and got converted to Airbnb, and so is that what it's called? I think that's what it's called.
Interesting.
So it's like a boutique, like bed and breakfast. And then you can go next door to Marker 7 and eat some bread.
One of us has a reason for their stumbling over words. The other one of us should have watched herself before she started drinking.
No, that's also a reason for stumbling over your words.
Hey, you know what? My cinnamon apples are doing fantastic right now.
Can I tell you that I hate Fireball? It came out of my nose one time in Brogan's in St. Simon's years and years ago.
You know what, though? That's fine. That's a reasonable excuse.
And I've never been able to recover. I drank it before then, obviously. I had consumed it.
I don't know if you can see it, but there is an entire handle of Fireball right here.
Never been my thing.
I brought it in my checked bag and I pulled it out and everybody was like, "Oh, I thought you were kidding." I was like, "In what universe do you think that I, of all people, would be kidding about bringing Fireball out here?"
We never joke about serious things like that.
Amen to that.
How's the pricing in Vegas? I keep hearing things about like tourism is down because people don't want to pay for the $37 drink or whatever.
So we went to the liquor store. I bought a 6-pack of Angry Orchards and a 10-pack of Fireball shooters. Guess how much that cost me?
$90.
Oh, less than that.
Tell me.
50. $50.
Well, still much cheaper than like at your. Are y'all going to like a pool club tomorrow?
Not tomorrow, but Saturday. So we're doing Magic Mike and I believe Steve Aoki tomorrow, and then Marshmallow and oh wait, hang on. We are doing. Okay, no, we're doing Tyga tomorrow. And then we are doing Marshmallow, Magic Mike, and Steve Aoki on Saturday.
You're having a much more fun weekend than I am.
I hate clubs, Kelsey. I hate them.
Let's drink some Fireball and just.
No, I'm going to. There's a reason I brought a handle of Fireball. It's because I'm not paying $20 for drinks at the club. I am gonna get drunk here so that I can go and have myself a fun time at wherever the hell we're going. But I'm not a club girl. Our Saturday our Saturday itinerary, we don't go out to the clubs until midnight.
I just
Who
can't.
the hell do you think I am starting my night at midnight? Hell no. I want to be back here in bed.
You have to take a nap from like 3 to 6 p.m. in order to do that.
Well, either that or I'm going to be playing blackjack.
Yeah, play some blackjack. I'm good at poker. I would actually love to go play Texas Hold'em. Talk about Georgia Marshall. This is the toughest game on Marshall's schedule.
I thought you were about to say on our schedule.
No,
I was about to be like, what the hell?
I didn't even want to talk about this game, but Garrett wanted to. So I was like, I don't think there's really a point. Everybody's got it.
Look, I'm up on my, don't look at my shirt. I am up on my soapbox right now. I am so happy for the amount of, I'm staring right into the camera right now. I am so happy for the amount of rat poison that is going into Kirby and the entire back end of Georgia football. Doubt Gunnar Stockton and watch what this man can do. Between that man and our improved wide receiver core, y'all can kiss my ass. Georgia's going 8-4.
Kirby loves to be doubted. He loves it.
Rat poison. You want to know what happened the last time Georgia started the season at number 5? Uh-oh. is that a walk-on coming on and leading the team to a national championship? I felt better watching this team at G-Day than I did last year, and then I did the year before. I have not. Watching this team play on G-Day, I was like, okay, this is like 2021, 2022 Georgia. And you know what? I'm gonna knock on wood when I say that. I feel phenomenal about it. Gunner is a phenomenal football player, and everybody can doubt him all he wants, but I watched that kid play in high school. I've watched him play backup. He is spectacular. And I just want everybody to sit back and watch what happens.
I'm excited about some of our guys. Kirby's already called Colby Young a leader this year, so I'm really excited to see him go out and perform. We missed him last year, certainly. Marshall's got a new head coach. It is Tony Gibson's first year. He was formerly the defensive coordinator at NC State. But Georgia has this thing where sometimes in these games that should not be an issue, they don't blow it out of the water like we expect. That's not uncommon. We've seen that before. If you remember, like a couple years ago with Kent State, it was like, why are we kind of struggling?
Yeah.
And so I wouldn't be surprised if we see that again on Saturday.
I mean, based on our track record, I would agree with you. However, I think that our talent margin is a little too wide for us to continue doing that.
I hope so. I'm excited to see this 2025 team and see what they look like, because as much as we're talking and speculating about all these teams and all these games this season, we have not seen these teams play. We saw last year's teams. This is
the one time we have seen them play was a spring scrimmage against their own team.
Right. Garrett and I sat together at G-Day, everyone. Girls Talk Ball was out scouting for you early. Georgia's favored by 39.5 for that game. We have
we do not do well against covering the spread. We have it for a few years now. I'm going to hammer the under on that. I'm going to say 31.5.
I don't love to focus on like the exact score anyway. That's just not my thing. Like, I'm not a bettor. I know you're in Vegas, but it's just not my, like, I don't want to be stressed about like, I want it to be this or whatever. You know, I ultimately
if they win by 32, I win $2,000. Who cares?
Yeah, I can't do that to myself. I
shouldn't have put money on it in the first place.
It's like, it takes away the fun.
Mm-hmm.
It's just like, separate your money from your college football team. Have you seen the thing about Venmo having to crack down on like the privacy and security for the athletes because people are Venmo requesting like their quarterbacks and stuff whenever they lose?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Honestly, I kind of find it funny.
Who would you have Venmo requested last season?
First of all, I would have requested Beck for every interception that he threw, but I also would have requested every single wide receiver for a pass that they dropped, and I also would have requested our O-line for every single block that they missed. And I think I would have made the most money off of our O-line.
1,000%. I would go Xavier Trush with me a lot of money. And Aaron
Ernest Green, baby, you owe me like $20,000 at this point.
Well, he's back.
I love that you just go,
Well, that leads us into our Twitter questions. Greg says, please discuss your thoughts on the offensive line for this year. Although we had great individual athletes last year on the O-line, we were inconsistent and played terribly at the end of the season. Without significant improvement, we will not be an elite team. Go Dogs. You'll already know this, but I live in Athens. Garrett's a huge Georgia fan, so we do focus a lot on Georgia. So these questions will be primarily Georgia questions.
Mm-hmm.
Our O-line sucked last year. I have beat that into the ground. I feel like I have said nothing but that every time I get on a podcast. Y'all know that I'm a Stacey Searles hater, have been for quite some time. I don't know if it's a coaching issue, if it's an execution issue. We are replacing.
These guys are talented. We don't recruit shitty talent. We don't. Kirby's not that kind of guy. Searles sucks.
Why are we consistently getting beat on the line of scrimmage, missing time? We can't run block.
And especially when that was our strong suit for 5-6 years in a row was the line of scrimmage. Even though we couldn't win the big thing until the last 2 years of that, our strong suit for the longest time was the line of scrimmage, and look where we're at now.
We do have some guys returning. So we've got Monroe Freeling, Ernest Green, Micah Morris, and Drew Bobo. So
Drew Gaggett, love him. I'm very excited to watch him. I mean, he was a big part of our fake punt last season. I think that he's phenomenal. Monroe Freeling, I didn't have too many issues with him last year. He had a few plays where he could have done better. Ernest Green was where my real issue's at, and I think that you'd agree with that too. That was where all of our blindside sacks were coming from, was from his side of the line of scrimmage.
They have to get it together. You just can't be a successful football team and lose in the trenches. And I don't know if Searles needs to go. I don't know what needs to happen. I don't know how many years we have to talk about this. I think this is the third year I've been saying this, maybe fourth. I don't know. But it's getting old. Y'all, we need some new material. I'm tired of talking about the O-line.
I'm sick of it.
We just got
we can't take Tate Ratledge out of the equation and not have somebody up there to, I don't know. Like I said, Monroe and Bobo, I think they're fine. I think that they're going to do well. It's Green that I have the real problem with, and that's just because of his inconsistencies last season.
I think that Drew Bobo will do well. I think that he showed a lot of promise. I'm not really worried about him. Okay, Scott says, how can we better utilize our tight ends? I'll punt that one to you.
I think that team chemistry is the number one thing. And I think it's wonderful that Stockton and Delp live together, because that automatically puts another level to the QB tight end kind of thing. And you see it in the NFL all the time. These quarterbacks that have such tight relationships with their tight ends that it's just kind of okay, Mahomes and Travis Kelsey, you look at the two of them, bingo. And sure, Travis didn't have a great season last year, but he's 34 years old. He's kind of at the end of his career. We'll talk about that at the end of the episode. But you look at these quarterbacks with phenomenal tight ends and the great relationships that they have. I think that Gunner has a much better rapport with his tight ends than Beck did. I hope and pray to God that Bobo uses them more. I feel like that's a Munkin strong suit and a Bobo weak spot. Bobo's a little too hesitant to use the tight ends as opposed to Munkin being gung-ho on the tight ends. So I'm hoping and praying that we see them more. But I love Delp. I think he's phenomenal. I think he's going to be a great talent. I think his career is going to take him a really, really long way. I really hope that we use him more. I just think that the chemistry between Gunner and the tight ends is better than it was between Beck and the tight ends.
I hope so, and I hope that we see some leadership out of Delp, and I agree with you about the chemistry between them two really help, between Gunner and Delp really helping. I'm hoping that Ellis Williams, being his 6'7" self, can really help us this year, not just with receiving, but with blocking as well. That's very important for our tight ends. So I think and hope that they will be more utilized this year. Okay, Scott also says, who is your sleeper pick for the college football playoff?
I'm sticking with my guns, Clemson.
I am really not a fan of super early picks. Like, I don't like the really early Heisman pick. I don't like the fill out your playoff bracket right now. Like,
Well, because you never know what's going to happen. I saw a playoff bracket today that had South Carolina, Texas, and LSU as their SEC picks.
Lenora Sellers is really hyped, but I would be shocked. I will be shocked if South Carolina is in. They have to play LSU and Bama. I just don't.
I like Beamer. I like him a lot. I think he's a great guy. And I think he's a great coach. I mean, look at how South Carolina's kind of turned their program back around. I think that Beamer, and this is just my personal opinion, I think that Beamer is the Mark Richt to South Carolina, where he's a great, great guy. He's a great coach, but he cannot get them past that hump.
And we'll see.
We will see. And I you know what? I hope that they prove me wrong, because I would love to see that. Good night. I cannot speak. I would love to see South Carolina be back in the serious conversation again, because they have had some really, really talented players come through there the past few years.
Mm-hmm. Well, we wish them the best of luck. We both are Beamer fans. I don't know. I just don't see it. My sleeper pick is going to be Georgia Tech, if I have to pick one. Because,
no way!
Yeah. So their hardest games on their schedule are University of Georgia and Clemson, and they play both of those.
They play Miami?
I don't know. I'd have to look that up. I don't think so.
If they play in Miami, I would say they're going to be out. But if they don't play Miami, I say they're in.
But they play both of those games on at home in Atlanta. So I don't know. And Georgia Tech.
Well, at home in Atlanta being the Benz.
No, they don't play Miami.
Then you know what? I think you're right with that.
Georgia Tech is one of those teams that you have to watch out for, because they're always, I feel like, better than you anticipate. Haynes King is a baller. We saw that last year. He's a 72% passer. Still got Brent Key. I don't know. I think they'll, like, the Yellow Jackets will just sneak up on you, and you got to watch out for them. I think they're going to sneak their way into the CFP.
Mm-hmm. Well, Georgia Tech's a great, great team. And yeah, we've said before, Haynes King is a baller. I think that Brent Key is to Georgia Tech what Kirby Smart is to Georgia. But like I know what some of these high school guys, these new recruits are coming in and can do. I would take Clemson over Tech as my sleeper pick, but I still think that Tech has a very good chance to get in and make a run for it.
Mm-hmm. All right. Dwight says everyone's talking about Georgia's home schedule, but what are the two best games on the road for the Bulldogs?
Who do we play on the road?
I'm going to say Auburn, because
I'm going to say Tennessee.
Okay.
I'm going to say Tennessee. And the girl that went to Ole Miss cannot say Mississippi State, because Starkville sucks.
I've heard that.
Oh, wait, Kelsey, if you want to talk about a town in the middle of BFE surrounded by cotton fields, there's Starkville, Mississippi for you. I'd say it's Tennessee and Florida.
I'm going to go Auburn and Florida.
Oh, I forgot that we play Auburn away. Yeah, no, Tennessee, Auburn.
Auburn because of the just tradition, the rivalry. Florida because this is the last year that Georgia and Florida play in Jacksonville for a couple of years. So that's an aggressive crowd, man.
It is. Nick Saban himself has said Jordan Hare is cursed, and I believe it. I fully, fully believe it. Tennessee and Auburn are my two, like.
All right. Trisha says, how do y'all feel about the blackout game?
Bring it back. Bring it back.
I honestly couldn't care less about the blackout game. I feel like I'm in the minority here. I know. I kind of like that Kirby's not really into like the distraction and he's just focused on the actual ball
Okay,
itself.
distraction.
Like,
why do you think it's a distraction, Kelsey?
Because I think that everyone would be like so excited and so hyped up about the black jerseys and just like that's all we're going to focus on is the black jerseys.
Yeah, but like look at what happened the last time that happened.
I'm not anti-black jerseys. I just don't care that much.
Okay.
Like if you want to do it, I think that's great, and I will come to the blackout and I will wear black and it'll be great. But I am not.
So what I'm hearing is Kelsey is black jersey neutral.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like I just truly don't have an like strong opinion one way or the other. Like I really don't care. She also says, "Do you have any game day rituals?" and says that she does not. And Trisha, neither do I, unfortunately.
Garrett has a lot. Actually, first and foremost, the iPhone alarm wakes up with Baba O'Reilly. I have a game day specific alarm that goes every Saturday, wakes me up at the appropriate time. Second of all, I have a set of game day pins that I'm supposed to wear. One of them has to do with Kirby. The other one is my Aopai Loves the Dogs pin. And then the other one is kind of interchangeable, but I have to have 3 pins and they have to be organized in a specific way. The other one is you have to take a fireball shot before kickoff. It is non-negotiable. You have to do it. And the last one is I always wear my lucky red underwear.
So Garrett has a lot of rituals. I have 0.
Garrett is a very superstitious football fan.
Creature of habit. I like it. If it works, it's not broke, don't fix it. She says, "Do you have a lucky outfit or clothing piece?" You said that you have the buttons and your lucky underwear.
Yep.
I don't have any lucky clothing, but I have this annoying thing that I do where I don't like to repeat a game day outfit, and I'm not like that in any other aspect of life, but I don't like to rewear the same game day outfit. So a large section of my closet is just red and black. And I'll rewear them different years, but not same seasons. I try.
And there's a reason why we have the color-coded Excel spreadsheet, and it's to make sure that we don't repeat an outfit.
Oh, I got the memory. I'm like, no, we wore this. And I also wear pieces, but I'll mix and match. Like I might.
Oh yeah, no, I'll rewear the same like top or the same skirt or whatever, but we do not wear the same outfit twice.
Right. It's a heavily photographed event, these tailgates. So
it's our New York Fashion Week, except it's over like 4 months.
Yeah, just let us have it.
Yeah.
It's our runway. Lumpkin is my runway. Put that on my grave. Okay, John Smith says, what team do you think is most likely to upset this week out of LSU? Oh, I'm so sorry. Where am I?
You're on the right track of the upsets.
Hang on.
I agree with, I don't remember who replied to that tweet, but somebody said Syracuse over Tennessee.
LSU.
Clock it, gag it. I take Syracuse over Tennessee. I take Syracuse over Tennessee any day of the week.
I agree with you. I am also going to take Syracuse over Tennessee for the upset because I think out of those 3 options that he gave us, that is the best choice, I guess, for me for an upset. I think that Tennessee may have backslid a little bit after they lost Nico Iamaleava. Now they've got Joey Aguilar. They kind of switched the UCLA quarterbacks. So we'll see how Joey does. And then
they also lost a lot of their good wide receivers to either the portal or the draft. So
Syracuse has the new they have got the Notre Dame transfer. Steve Angeli is their quarterback. I'm such a Fran Brown friend.
Like a Fran Brown fan. Like I love him.
Yeah.
I think he's phenomenal.
Exactly.
So I hate Josh Heupel. I hate Tennessee. I'm looking right into the camera again. I hate all you Rocky Top singing buttholes. I don't like you.
I love Rocky Top, and I think it is really catchy.
I do agree that it's really catchy, and that's why I hate it so much.
Honestly, I wish
I'm a
that
Georgia fan. I cannot be caught singing Rocky Top, Kelsey.
Oh no, I will sing Rocky Top, and my husband does get mad at me. I don't care. It's so good.
The power of Christ compels you.
Oh, I've never been baptized by fireball in the orchard. Okay, fire away with our Instagram questions.
Can you still see me?
No.
Okay. You know what? That's okay. The YouTube listeners will just have to deal. Tegan says there's drama. Ooh, I love drama. Okay. JP Dog 04 on Instagram saying, thoughts on old buddy saying he's played Indiana and is not worried about Georgia. Who the hell cares if you played Indiana? Indiana plays in the Big Ten. The only two good teams, or no, I'm sorry. There are four good teams in the Big Ten. Ohio State, Michigan, Oregon, and who am I missing, Kelsey?
You said Ohio State, Michigan, Oregon,
Yeah,
Washington.
There you go.
Thanks for the question, John Powell. I think that's apples and oranges. I'm not. What is that? Indiana and Georgia are not the same.
You cannot compare the Big Ten and the SEC when on an average Big Ten schedule you get maybe 3 or 4 good teams a season versus the SEC where every single game you play is a good game. Even Kentucky last season, Georgia won 13-12. And Kentucky sucked.
Well, we didn't look so hot in that one either.
Yeah, but I'm just saying the SEC is a tough environment no matter where you go. You can't it's apples to oranges. You cannot compare the Big Ten and the SEC and act like you can be like, oh, well, I played Indiana. You can kiss my ass. Pardon my French, but you can't.
He's gonna learn today.
Yep. Sweet Hug Dog 18, Daddy, I love you, said, at what point did you really start getting geeked up for football season? That's the first question. I would say, Daddy, that it was around senior year of high school when I started waking up at 3 a.m. to go to Athens with him to set up the tailgates. That was the part where that was the time when I really started to get super, super excited about it because I was super involved in it.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, since then it's ever been gung ho, but I was the type of girl in middle school to act like I knew nothing about sports. I thought that would make me look so hot and so cool in front of all the guys that I know nothing about sports. And, sooner or later I found out that was not the hot and sexy thing. Oh,
no.
The hot and sexy thing that I thought it was.
Always share your knowledge, girls.
Amen to that. But yeah, I'd say around senior year when I started going to all of the games and setting up at 5 a.m. and sitting in the Tate lot and, sleeping in the tailgate chairs waiting for the sun to rise. That was when I really got into it.
I will say I do not miss waking up super early and having the 2-hour drive. It is so nice to be 15 minutes away from the tailgate spot. Because those are long days, man.
And then our last question is from Jack Couch. Shout out to the Couch fam, Blue Mizuno Tank Gang. Jack said, hot take, but Texas is going 9-3 this season. And I said, ooh, who do you think the losses are going to be to? Because I see Texas going 10-2 before I see them going 9-3 with losses to Georgia and Ohio State. I don't really see another game that they could lose outside of maybe an upset from A&M.
I don't see A&M beating Texas.
I don't think they have the talent group for that.
I'm interested in who. I don't see Texas being a 3-loss team. Possibly. I could maybe give you Florida potentially.
I forgot that Texas plays Florida again this year.
But again, we haven't seen these guys play yet, so we'll see.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean,
Thank y'all for tuning in and listening, ladies and gentlemen. Garrett is having the time of her life on her friend's bachelorette party. I hope y'all have so much fun tonight and this weekend. And we'll catch y'all next week for week 2.
Yeah.
And
we'll pick up with the recap and a preview.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right.
Talk to y'all later. Have so much fun, Garrett. Bye.
Love you.
Bye.
Bye.